Versatile Mage. Chapter 358. A Vicious Plot. So what does it? Mo Fan was trying to say. What did he have anything to do with it? Frankly speaking, we suspect that someone in our tribe is colluding with the enemies. Therefore, no matter how secretive we are being, there's still a chance that the enemy will know about our plan. I've proposed to the head of the magic court that we'll be using some outsider that we could trust, said Tang Yu. So I'm the outsider that you could trust. Mo Fan pointed at his nose with a blank face. Why did he even bother calling Tang Yu in the first place? If he didn't, he wouldn't be in this mess right now. Tang Yu let out a charming smile. Her glamorous eyes were staring right at Mo Fan. I was just having a headache trying to think about what to do when you volunteered yourself. I'm more than happy to take you on board. Mo Fan felt that Tang Yu's current look was like a seductive snake hissing at him, as if she would eat him alive anytime. I trust you, hence why I'm willing to tell you the secret. Besides, you're not one of us, neither are you bound to any organization. A decently clean background. In addition to that, you're smart, you know how to react swiftly to the situation. I believe that you would surely be a great help to your teacher. Tang Yu was so happy that she felt like giving Mo Fan a kiss on his cheeks. She had been troubled by the matter for quite some time. The ecdysis every 10 years was extremely important. Other people might think that the existence of the god would pose a great threat to mankind, but after succeeding the role of a guardian and getting along with the god for so many years, Tang Yu had more confidence than anyone else that it was truly a guardian that cared about the city more than the humans living in it. Humans built the city nurtured the god, and the god protected the humans, while the humans worshipped the god. If the humans could interact with the god like her, they would know how gentle and kind the god was. Tang Yu was one of the rare ones in the tribe that could communicate with the god. Knowing that the god would be fairly hot-tempered during his ecdysis, and would be extremely hostile toward powerful humans or living things, the head of the magic court and Heiyu had decided to place her in charge of the important task. The tribe had many experts, but none of them had the chance to interact with the god on a daily basis. Besides, since the god was rather hot-tempered during his ecdysis, it was better not to let the experts appear close to him. She was surely the best candidate for the job. It was a heavy task, and yet they had learned from reliable sources that there was a traitor in their tribe. It further increased the weight on Tang Yu's shoulders. Coincidentally, Mo Fan had somehow found her. To avoid leaking the information about where the god would be placed during his ecdysis, Mo Fan was the best person to be entrusted with the protection task. Therefore, Tang Yu had told Mo Fan the secret straight away after receiving his call. In other words, she was trying to drag him on board. In terms of the people she could trust, Mo Fan was definitely one of them. Don't forget, you still owe me a favor, Tang Yu said with squinted eyes. I saved your life. Humph, you've already taken advantage of me, said Tang Yu with a blush. Wasn't the favor about a mere stardust magic tool? I'll give you 2 in return. Mo Fan was now a rich guy, too. That was before. Tang Yu blurted out. How unreliable could this man be? He even promised it himself. Meanwhile, Mo Fan was cursing in his heart, trying to find an explanation for how he ended up in such a great mess. Allow me to consider, said Mo Fan. All right. Tang Yu did not force him. After all, it was not just a small favor to ask. If you're not willing, please forget what I've told you. It's better that fewer people know about the existence of the god. The god was not accepted by the people. He would bring extreme fear to them. The government and enforcement union here in Hangzhou might be willing to protect the succession of the ancient totem beasts, but it did not imply that the greater authority governing the nation would allow it. The god's recent appearance in the city had already attracted the attention of the people from the Oriental Pearl Tower and the Magic Palace. They were expecting lots of magicians to come visit them and ask them questions. If they insisted on executing the god, he would not even stand a chance during the ecdysis. Tang Yu bit her lips. Her eyes were fixated on the burning cauldrons on the surface of the water that had existed for a very long time. She only hoped the god could survive the incoming crisis. "You look like you really care a lot about it," asked Mo Fan when he saw Tang Yu praying for the skyscraping snake. "A long time ago, my father died in a war against the demon beasts. I was living here alone at a very young age. Once, I went to the Lingyan mountain for a little adventure, and stumbled into a beast with sharp fangs that had deserted its tribe. There wasn't anyone nearby, and the beast was starving. I thought I would die there, but after a very long time, when I opened my eyes, I realized that the beast was running away in fear. I turned around and glanced at the West Lake in the dark from the mountain. As the moonlight shone upon it, a gigantic snake shadow faintly appeared. It was my first time seeing it." Tang Yu's lips curled slightly upward before she continued. "It was incredibly huge, but I wasn't afraid. It was more like an elder living next door, watching me grow up. As long as I'm here at the West Lake, it will protect me." Mo Fan did not interrupt as he saw Tang Yu telling the tale with a stern look. The reason why humans needed a home was so they could just be themselves, without worrying about anything once they stepped into the door. Most of the kids had grown up peacefully under the protection of their parent and elders. For Tang Yu, the skyscraping snake that had brought terror to the humans of the city had played that important role in her life. It was quite extraordinary. "I heard that the skin after the ecdysis is a great material for forging outstanding armor. If I help, you will give me a piece of that guy's skin in return," said Mo Fan. With the skyscraping snake's size, its skin was more than enough to forge thousands of pieces of armor. However, the material had to be refined before it could be forged into a piece of equipment. Rather than the size, the extraordinary power that the bones, blood, skin, or flesh of a demon beast contained mattered more. Therefore, even if it were only enough to forge a few dozen sets of armor, he was not demanding too much to take one of them. "So that's what you are thinking of, humph?" Tang Yu harumphed. "Not entirely. Since you've told me that he is like your elder, then he's an elder to me, too, as we're one family." "There's no way I would be a bystander," replied Mo Fan in a stern tone. "Who told you that we're one family? Do you have any shame?" Tang Yu blushed. Mo Fan burst into laughter when he saw his Miss Tang Yu feeling embarrassed. Tang Yu quickened her pace in a fit of pique. She had no intention to speak any further to her bad student. As a way to conceal her embarrassment, she took out her phone, pretending to be checking the news. However, the embarrassment on her face quickly dissipated. Her face was now flushing red with anger as her eyes stared right on her phone's screen. "Ridiculous. This is ridiculous," Tang Yu yelled furiously. "What is it? They're setting up a plot to frame the big guy." Tang Yu handed her phone to Mo Fan, which was showing the latest news. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.